Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is anybody there? I'm going to, hey, Julie, do you want me to go ahead and invite you? Pingram, hello. Thistles, Jen, how are you? Good to see you. Hello. Hi, Sandy. Hey, let me see. I need to, hold on just one second. I'm going to invite, okay, it's been a minute since I've done this. So okay, where's the button to invite? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think I got it. We're going to invite Fabric and Treasures, Julie. Invite to co-host. There we go. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hey, Julie, there she is.
Let me turn down my good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let me turn. Good morning.
Hello.
Are we ready?
I am. I'm excited about this. I know Julie and I have been working feverishly on our upcycles.
Yes, and you have so much more done than I do. I had grandkids this week, and it's just it was a little hard to get my stuff done, but
well, that's important. That's more important.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
I went outside in the wind, and it wow.
Woo. Yeah.
It's
crazy out there.
So windy here. It has been so windy for a week here.
Yeah, it's been bad here too. It's going to be in the 90s for 3 days. So,
no,
90 and then 92. But you know what? It's only in the afternoons for about 2 hours. It's not like Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be 107.
My brother has a friend who lives in Phoenix, and he visited him last summer. It was 120.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
I could not. I could not do that. That's that. Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I could not. It's too hot. That's too hot for me. Too hot.
Me too. That's why I live in northern Arizona. So, yeah, we might get like 100, 101, like in the peak of summer, but it's only for a few hours. It's like that, like 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's nowhere near what Phoenix is. Yeah.
I like my little cold in the evenings. It cools off here.
Yeah.
You know, we're close to the coast. It cools off. It can be 100, but it cools off in the evening. So
you guys get that moist air where we do not. Oh, your son's in Sholo. Okay, nice, Jen. That's not too far from me. I'm in case you guys didn't know, I am Drnksuzy. I live in northern Arizona near Prescott. So we live out in the country, and but we can still get a little warm. We were gonna go camping this weekend, but you know, everybody is going to be up this direction because of the holiday and because of how hot it is in the valley. We call that the concrete jungle down in the valley. That's when you live up here, you call that the concrete jungle down there. They're about a year now.
Oh, Jen lived in Prescott. My son went to school in Prescott to Embry-Riddle. So for 4 years, I was down there a lot.
Yeah, for flight school.
Yes.
Yeah. It's beautiful up here. I love it. I do love it.
He enjoyed it. He was home for the summers, so he didn't really experience the heat of the summer. And so he was home for the summers, and then he would go back when school started. So, but he worked at a golf course there also during.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't remember which. It's been so many years ago. I can't remember
Uh,
which one.
Antelope Valley.
That could have been it. I'm not. I'm not sure. I mean, he's been out of college now. Oh my goodness,
Hello, welcome in.
he's been out of college since 2004. So I can't remember.
Oh wow,
It's been a
probably
while.
Antelope Valley is one of our older golf courses,
Mhm.
and it's right by the airport. It's right by Embry-Riddle, so
Yeah, that
I
was
know they do
probably
grow
it.
fast.
Yeah, that was
I've got
probably it.
5 kids, but they're all grown and gone. But they are coming up this weekend. They were gonna go camping with us, and then we're like, you know what, you guys, I just don't want to be out on the road with it so crazy and just it's just going to be easier to have our fifth wheel up there for the next 2 weekends. We're just going to leave it up there. Hey, Gigi,
That
how are
will be
you?
so nice. That will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, no, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but it's going to be hot. I have baseball games. It's the end of season for t-ball, and so Grandma's going to be sitting in the stands for hours this weekend because it's the end of the season for two of the grandkids. So,
PC
um,
Treasures, hello.
thank you
Do
guys for
you need
being here.
to import
I
your
do. So
items?
I'm going to start
Okay.
importing. You go ahead and talk. I'm going to start importing my stuff here.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
So Julie and I decided, we both love to upcycle. So we thought, why not just do a duo show? I thought it would be really fun. Um, I love to paint. Um, so check out, she is importing her items right now. So check out our items mine are numbered. I don't know if Julie's are numbered or not, but mine are numbered.
I
So
used
there's,
letters this
okay.
time, so that way we could tell them
Oh, there you
apart.
go. So she's on letters. Hey, Shorty. Um, so you can throw the number in the chat if there's something you want to see. Just, please note, all of these items, we know, you're usually never going to get your time paid out of those items, but we love doing it so much that I do feel like all of our items are still starting at really good prices. So, let us know if there's something you want to see. We both do bundled shipping. Um, I have not found that I have overestimated any shipping. But if I do, I would refund you. But I have found that I've been on the short end of the stick most of the time on that one. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
I know, and
So,
that
hey,
happens.
Noni. Yeah.
We think we can guess all of the paper and everything that goes into it, but sometimes I'm off as well. And my boxes will stay open. I have 2 shows tomorrow on Knickknacks, so my boxes will stay open until after those 2 shows, so
Okay.
that everybody can combine shipping as well on those.
Right. So I have a show on Knickknacks on Thursday. So mine will stay open as well. So you guys can take advantage of the bundled shipping. That makes it nice.
Okay, I think I have all of mine loaded.
Okay.
If not, as I'm going through, I can load them. I can load them fast. And you have more. You were able to get more done than I was for the upcycling. So, do you want to go 2, and then I'll do 1, and then
Okay.
we can do it that way?
We can do it that way.
I have several projects sitting, but none of them are dry yet because I couldn't put them outside because it was too windy yesterday. Everything would have just stuck, the dust and everything would have just stuck to it. So I have a bunch ready for our next show. We're going to try to do this once a month on the same day, at the same time after coffee chat. So look for new stuff as we go. So it'll be the same time, same day. The 4th, is this the 4th Tuesday? I think we chose the 4th Tuesday.
I guess the 3rd.
Oh, it's the 3rd Tuesday?
Yeah. Okay. 3rd Tuesday of the month.
Okay. So we will be doing these.
And we're going to keep just upcycling. So it won't be like just the same things over and over. We're going to really try to, integrate our new stuff. I don't know about Julie, but
yes,
when
I'll integrate this into my buy it now. Anything that doesn't sell today, we'll integrate it into buy it now.
I try to do stuff like at night and then paint and then let it dry overnight. And then I'm back at it. You guys, I don't sleep good. So sometimes I'm doing it at 3 a.m. and I'm texting Julie and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you up at this
I have
time?
to say I've turned my notifications off some nights just so that I can sleep.
She's turned her phone to silent. Okay. I will go ahead and start then.
Okay.
With
and
this.
I'm going to just turn my around here and get started.
I have to look at something. Okay. I just want to make sure I grab the right thing. So this is my first item. This is a vintage wood recipe box. I did keep the inside regular. If I can remember the color, I'll let you guys know. But I believe this is Apothecary. That is a DIY clay-based paint.
I love the color. You and I are both on the same wavelength of what we picked up. And believe me, neither one of us compared what we were bringing to this. We had no idea. Everything is a surprise. I looked at Susie's stuff last night. We had no idea. So,
well, it's so funny because you were like, "Gosh, I did a lot of green," and I'm like, "Wait, I did a lot of green." It's the color.
Don't know why. Usually,
this
I'm
is
drawn
a
to
gorgeous color. So I did do
color.
transfers on the top, the back, and the front. And then distressed it back, and then I did seal it. I believe this one has been black waxed. So that is going to, and I should have all my measurements in the description, and I'm going to run that starting at 12. I
love that color. Do you know what do you remember what color that was?
That's Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Yeah. This is Apothecary. Now, Apothecary can look so different depending on the wax that you use.
Yes.
Because the clear, the white, thanks for looking at that. The clear, the white, the dark, the black, shipwrecked. There's all different kinds. They're so fun. All right. I love this. And I definitely have a frame addiction. I love to upcycle old frames, make them look a little, bring them back to life, right? Give them a facelift. Okay, so this frame was a beautiful color. I did not think this needed any sort of color, but the inside, I did put, it's like a ticking fabric with this I decoupage. So this is actually on like a hard canvas. And then I added these in here. And then this is like chicken wire, like the real, I guess not chicken. I don't know what you call this kind when it's that small. Like
it's chicken wire.
It's a chicken wire, right?
Yes.
But anyway, this is decoupaged on there. And then of course the back is velvet. And I believe my measurements are in there, 11 by 13. So I'm going to run that. Welcome in, you guys. I'm going to start that at 16, and that is running. You can hang this one, or it's freestanding. So I just love that old farmhouse look. I thought the frame was really pretty.
The frame looks like it's really well built. It's going to hold it. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for looking at those. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so since we're on the same wavelength, I'm going to just start with my recipe box. So mine inside, I left the inside. I'll take these. These will come with it. But right here in the top, it still has the original price that they paid for it. It was written in pencil is $1.50.
Aw.
So when I found this, somebody had written all over the outside of it with pencil. So I sanded it. I kind of went for the flower power, the 70s colors. I took hearts, painted them, turned them upside down or inside and made the flowers like the flower power on it. Then I
That's
sanded
so
it
cute.
back and I used dark wax on it, so it is sealed with a dark wax. It had it was probably sitting on somebody's counter, and so it had water damage
Like
on the
that.
bottom, so I had to sand it back on the bottom. But the inside, the water hadn't come through, so the inside was still really good. So
That's super
I
cute.
am going, yeah. So I wanted to leave the inside just so you could see it. I left the $1.50 on there, and it is running.
I think you even a little girl, like little girl's room to put her little trinkets in,
Mm-hmm.
and that would
Yeah,
be so cute in a little girl's room.
yeah. My grandsons are into collecting stones, polished stones and rocks and stuff. So they each have a little. Thank you for looking at that, you guys. Okay, Susie, it's your turn.
Oh,
Um,
this one I just did this weekend, and seriously, one of my favorites I have. I do have to do one thing to it. The hook that so this frame was what was in it was really ugly, so I took it out, and it was to go this way. Well, I took all the wire backing off. I'm just gonna add its little sawtooth hanger on the top, but I did add that the art on the inside. I just want to show that chippy paint. This is called Hollandaise is the color. It is a milk paint. So I did paint it. It's a process. Milk paint is a process, and it's
mm-hmm.
very unpredictable. But I have found a process that works for me on different types of wood. So this one has been, I painted it with a white chalk paint. Then I sprayed it with shellac to even give it a little bit of grit so that it won't completely chip off. And then then I painted it with the milk paint, which is a powder form you mix with water, and then I sanded it with my sander. And I believe the measurements are in there. This is a big one, but I love this. I thought it turned out really good. Loved the picture that I added. This was actually off of a canvas, and I cut it with a razor blade off of the
Oh,
canvas. Yeah. And then I kept the wood canvas part just in case I want to upcycle that. So that one is running starting at 18. I just love the frame. Now, if I didn't put black wax on it, what a different color.
it would have been brighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I
I feel,
will. Thanks for checking that out, you guys. Which I will do that some other projects with it just clear wax, and then some, probably white wax. Let us know if you guys have any requests. How's everybody doing? What's everybody going to do this weekend? Are you guys avoiding the crowds?
I'm going to baseball games.
I know.
And I'm in the pottery palooza or whatever they're calling it. Pottery palooza. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, another favorite. I love the chippy. This is also a milk paint. Welcome in.
Welcome in, you guys. Thank
You
you for
can
being here.
see the crackle and the chippiness on this cutting board. You can hang it. I believe my measurements are in there, but isn't this great? I love this. Great color too. This also is this is not apothecary. This is Cheshire. This is a milk paint by Jamie Ray Vintage. Cheshire. All right, say that like 10 times fast. I'm going to run that starting at 14. And just keep in mind, all of these items that we've done, these are now, there's only one of them.
Right.
You're not going to walk into somebody's house and go, oh, did you buy that at Hobby Lobby?
And we saved them from the landfill.
Yes. Give them some new life.
What I did on some of mine, and I wish I would have done it on all of them, and maybe we should do that going forward. I took a before picture and put it in the listing.
Yes.
So I wish I would have gotten that idea before I did a lot of them. So I think I think I'm going to start doing that, taking a before picture.
Me too. Good idea. I did
have
a few, and then I kind of lost my.
Yes.
Welcome in, you guys.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until I had already started on some of them. So this one, for instance, that I am doing, this poor thing, it was at an estate sale. They had a red candle in here that had been burned down to about that. The red had come down over everything.
Oh, no.
It had a little Santa here that was stuck on some of that Spanish moss and a ribbon wound around it. Everything was hot glued together on it, and it had the Santa's head was kind of broken. I knew what this was. And so, but it had so much stuff on it, the average person would not have known what it was. So I bought it, I brought it home. It took me with a heat gun and a pair of tweezers to get all of that hot glue off. First, I scraped off all of the red candle wax, and then I brought it back to life by using food grade mineral oil. And then I just brought it back by using the finishing wax on it. So you can still see, even though, and I even got the red candle wax was down inside here as well. It was everywhere. So I was able to bring this back so you could still see some of the original label and stuff that was on the bottom. And then the green that was on this side. So I don't know if the color of the thread on this was green.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was the bottom, or if it was red and this is the bottom. But I couldn't believe how much stuff I got off of this. Poor little thing. Oh my gosh. It was just coated in stuff. So I am moving that to stage. It is running for $5. And it is, oh, thank you, Jonesy. I still have your box open from the fabric, so you won't have any extra shipping on this. I don't think I have. Yeah. So yeah, you won't have it. Awesome. This is coming home to you, and I will put it in your box that I already have open. So no added shipping. Congratulations. All right.
Awesome.
Susie got more done than I did, so she's doing 2 and I'm doing 1.
That's only because I don't sleep at night. That's the only reason.
Well, and you don't have grandkids that you have to watch.
I do not. No grandkids.
Yeah. Mine are climbing trees in the backyard.
Here's another really cute chippy. I did this in Cheshire. And I painted it. What was the yellow color? I don't remember. But anyways, it was a recipe box. This is the Highland cow. And I did the transfer. I also, look how cute those little sunflowers are. Did the front too. And it is sealed. And then I kept the inside natural. So Highland cows are super popular. So I'm going to start that at 12. And that is running. I know, isn't it?
So fun.
Little girl's room. That would be so cute. And it doesn't have to be used as a recipe box. You could do anything with it, right? Well, make it a trinket box.
That's what I'm thinking is
we're looking at that.
For my grandsons to make them one of these, because they are collecting, like I said, the gems and the rocks. So I might.
Okay. Here's another one. This I did with a different process to get the chippy. This is painted. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can take paints from, Walmart, Home Depot, Bear Paint, whatever, and turn it into a chalk paint by using water and plaster Paris. You can turn it into a chalk paint, which is what I did. And when I painted it white first, then I used Elmer's glue to put over it because the next coat of paint is not going to stick everywhere. It's going to give it, it will stick. Sorry, that's not what I meant. It will give it that crazed look. And then I sanded it back. I also added the artwork in this one. I believe my measurements are in there, and it does have glass and it is sealed. So this one, I'm going to start at 12 and that one is running. This was fun. This is a fun process. Thank you, Sandy.
Now, was that an acrylic that you used and made it into the?
Yes.
No. Yes. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Especially when I don't have the color I want.
Yeah. I love it because there's so many colors you can buy at Home Depot. And then, pretty close to some, of the high dollar paints. I do buy the high dollar paints too, because I love to support some of our YouTubers.
Right. I do.
Designs and Upcycle by Bree. Actually, I bought stuff from Jamie Ray Vintage too. So, okay, it's your turn.
Okay.
I know I love the color too. These
are. I went a little Halloween on a couple of my things.
I love it.
Because I, like Susie, pick up a lot of frames. In fact, I think I need to have just a frame sale because I have boxes. But I can't stand to leave the frames behind because one of the thrift stores I go to, they have the colored tags. It's not Goodwill. They have the colored tags. And when the tags up, they were clearing off the shelves and just throwing stuff in a huge, wheeled cart, and it was all going to the garbage.
Oh gosh.
And so they only keep them on the shelves 30 days and then everything goes to the garbage. I wish there was a way. I know. Well,
you're like, hey, here's my number. Call me. I'll come pick it up.
Well, yeah. So this was a frame that was being tossed because the glass had a little crack in the in the glass, and it was being tossed. So I rescued the frame. And if you rescue something out of the garbage, you still have to pay the price that's on it. They don't allow you to take it for free, which it's going to the landfill.
I know.
I understand. They want to make money. So I have this that I kind of sanded and brought back to life. It was really, really dry. It is wood. It's an older frame. Then I took a photo of this guy. I burned it on the edges. I mounted it on fabric and added his pet spiders to it. So
he's cute.
He is running, and I can send the stand if you want it, or I can put a hook on the back. I made a new cover for the back of it because it had no cover to it. So he is running for $6, and he is ready for your Halloween display.
He is too cute. I was going to try and do some of my creepy dolls, and I know Get Sony and Sandy has one. Thanks, Jen.
Well, I thought aren't we going to do that next month? We each have a creepy doll, and
yes,
we could get it done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you, Jen. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So Julie and I want to every month we're going to be doing this every third Tuesday. But during that time, before that next show, we want to pick an item that both of us can source and then not reveal what we do with it until our show. And maybe maybe we don't put it in our auction.
No,
we're going to do it live.
Yeah.
Because our interpretation of the same item, can be very different. So I think that's what we're going to do, right? We're going to do a creepy doll. So tune in for our next show on here. I believe mine's already in there set. I think yours is too, Julie. We're going to reveal how we both interpreted
the creepy doll.
What we make. Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Am I making sense?
It will be creepy for like Halloween, right?
Yes.
Or whatever we want to do. Okay. So and the next month we'll do something else. We'll choose what we're going to do, easily sourced for us, and then we'll reveal it. Yeah. So
and we won't talk about it at all.
Nope.
So it'll be a surprise to see what I decide to do and what Julie decides to do. It'd be interesting if we're close.
I know.
To each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It will be. Yeah. I think that will be a lot of fun.
Okay. This next one, you get 2 for the price. It's a twofer. I love these old frames. Look at the old pewter frames. So I added the artwork to the little frame. There's a little oval one. And obviously I didn't paint them. I left them as is. So the frames are different, but the artwork that I added to them are, in the same.
They're matchy.
Yeah, in the same wheelhouse.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So I'm going to run those starting at 13 for both of them. Love my little frames. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you. These would make a really cute gift too. Ooh, Mother's Day. Oh, yeah. Oh. Thank you, Jen. Coming to you, my friend. I appreciate you. Yay. Those were so fun. All right. My next one. Oh, another recipe box. So here's the thing. I thought, let me explain myself. They all didn't need like color. And what if I just do one and paint it, distress it, and wax it and call it a day? It doesn't always have to be flowers and all that good stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the one. I thought this was a good one because this was already engraved in there. So this one this is a color that I did take. This is a bear color that I did make into chalk paint, which when you do that, it makes it easier to wipe it back.
Yes.
Distress it versus it just being acrylic. So that's the reasoning behind that, in case you were wondering. I kept the inside the same. Whoops. And I'm just going to start that one at 12, and that one is running. So they don't always have to be, I don't always have to be extra, right?
Right. They don't always have to be blinged up, right?
Which is funny because people I have known to be a minimalist. You guys, I don't collect anything. And all of my house is very like muted colors. And I'll throw in a little bit of like that really dark blue. But that's really about it. Thanks for looking at that. All right, your turn.
Opposite, I probably collect too much. I have collected.
Now my shop would say different, but that's inventory, not collections.
Right. Something that we are holding to recycle, upcycle. Yes. I have a lot of that too. I can't find this one. Maybe she is not in here. Let me see. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, you're
It
good.
it would be so much easier if they had a different way to add stuff, or that our things would go, transfer
I
over.
would like the photo of the other person on the other side because we can't see when people come into the chat.
Yes, I agree. So if you've just popped in, and we didn't acknowledge you, we are sorry. Susie. So when I'm on, Susie's face covers the chat, and we can't see who pops in, and the same thing for her when she's on. So if we haven't acknowledged you, we apologize,
We're
but
sorry.
we just can't see.
Just
So
throw hello in the chat. We're
yeah,
going to depend on you guys, right?
yeah, that would be awesome. Yes, just make a comment in the chat. We know you've come in. This one I had to add because I could not find it. Um,
Hello.
so this is
Jen.
another one of the ones that I upcycled, and she is a little creepy,
Oh,
but she
yeah.
has her
Love her.
own.
Hi, Jen.
Good morning. She has her own pet owl here, and this is a brooch that was broken. Uh,
Ah,
so I kind of distressed the owl so it kind of fit in with her. And look at that face. I
I
mean,
know. Love it.
she is going to be a little creepy. The frame was a different color, but I needed black, so I painted it, and then I rubbed it off to make it look old. The
Love that.
fabric
And
back,
pretty.
and then she has her
So
own
cute.
pet spiders as well. So I'm always looking for broken brooches to add to these. So
Ah,
she is running for
cute.
$10,
So
and she does stand on her own.
I love that.
And the
Hello,
frame,
everybody. Hi, Jen, my sunroom chair. How are you? We got to get you on here and get a duo going, duo show. So I did see Jen's name because it popped up at the bottom right underneath,
oh,
but
hmm,
everybody else's went up. So then I
yeah,
can't see them. If I'm not like looking at the screen, then they populate up. You
oh,
do. You got great stuff, girl.
oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Well, I'll try watching the bottom then and see if while you're on.
Right. That's
Your
what we might have to do.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. Let
I'm
me
gonna
know, you guys, if you have any requests. Otherwise, I know I'm going in order. I think
so my Yep.
Julie is too. Hey, Kat. Okay,
And
this is super cute. I did this weekend. Hello, how are you? So again, Kat showed up
I
right underneath, but then it scrolls up. So thank you for coming in and saying hi.
yeah,
That does
it,
help.
yes, it makes it easier for us. We appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the mushrooms. So this one was white, a white vintage ceramic teapot. It did not have a lid, which was perfect because I thought, well, I'm going to paint it. But when I painted it, you can see the texture. I don't know if you can
Mhm.
see the texture. I get that by using a little bit of I used a little bit of salt wash and used a chippy brush to kind of pounce it on my second coat. So it makes it look more, not such a smooth, glossy finish. Then I did the transfer. I did sand it back, and then the little wood spoons. So this is decoration only. These were plain, like really light. So I stained these. I
Yeah,
just thought it'd be super
not
cute.
for food use.
Not for food use, yes. But how cute is that? And you could put whatever you want in here. You could even put a plant in here. I just thought it would be cute because it was a teapot. I'm gonna start that at 12. if anybody's interested in that. I did paint the bottom also.
That would be,
And
you
the
could
back's got a
use
mushroom.
that as utensil holder in your kitchen.
I know, right? Really cute.
Yeah.
I know mushrooms are still the rage.
They
Mushroom
are. They are.
owls, ducks. Have you guys seen that? Thanks for looking at that.
And I'm seasoned enough that I have lived through both of those phases times. That is like, I don't know. Do we want to go there again?
We are. We're going back. We're going back to ducks, swans. What else? Geese. They're all coming back.
Yes, I know. Okay. Is it my? Did you do
Yes.
two already?
Yes. Hey, Albie, how are you?
Hi, Albie.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Okay, so this one, the frame had, I can't even remember. I can't even remember the picture that was in this frame, but I wanted to save the frame because it was an old frame, and I saved the color that was on it. It was really chipped, but what I did is I put a little bit of gold rub on so that it would cover up some of the chipping. And then I waxed it with a dark wax in order to save the frame all the way around.
Love that.
And then I
Are
had
those cactus?
This is cactus.
Oh, nice. A little tribute to Arizona. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and this is a calendar. So I found an old calendar that was really apart, and at an estate sale from the 1950s, and I wanted to save it. Some of the pictures I was able to save, some I was not. This one I was able to save, and this is a Vesper sparrow.
Oh,
The size is 9 inches by 10 inches, and then I added the backing to it because it did not have a backing, but it did have the original glass in it. So this is the original glass that came from the frame.
I love that.
But I wanted to keep the color on the frame because it was such a good color, and the frame was coming apart, so I had to re-glue it. I mean, I probably should have left it for the time that I put into making the poor little frame sturdy again.
Love that.
But I know it was vintage, and whoa, yikes. Oops. It's still okay. So I'm going to start it. It's running for $10 and it's running now.
You gave me an idea of like even a raid train. Save the frame. Save the frame.
Save the frame.
Brain.
I know.
Got
it. Thank you, Jen.
Save the frame. Raid train.
Raid train.
Remember.
Save the frame.
Thanks,
I
Jen.
pick up a lot of frames because thank you, Jen, so much.
That's awesome. I love that. And it's got a bird on it.
And it has a bird on it. But I want to find more frames because I still have more pictures in that calendar.
So do I. It's so crazy. I can't, you guys, I can't help myself. Like, I try so hard. This past week, I was like, okay, you don't need any frames. Put down the frames. But I'm like, but it's so good. So then I buy the frame. And
I just bought a whole bunch of them. I just bought a whole bunch of frames.
It's kind of like, you know how you are with fabric, Julie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the same. Yeah. Okay. Am I up?
Yes.
Speaking of old frames, here's a little oval one. How cute is this little frame? It was gold. I did keep the back the same color. I did paint it, added its gold rub and buff, sanded it back a little bit, and then I also black waxed it. I added in the artwork. This, where you see this cloche, that is a IOD stamp. So I stamped that. But how cute is that? I love these old oval frames. So that is going to run starting at $9. I just thought it was really cute. Those, if you guys have not used molds and stamps, make sure you check those out. They have masks for them now so that you can have something in the forefront and then in back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. You do pay more for them, but they'll last forever.
They last forever. Yes.
I do find that I take better care of those that I spend a lot of money for. Hey, Silver, how are you? Welcome in, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you go in and check out our auction items. I do, and I'm sure Julie does too. I've got a lot in my buy it now too, including other DIYs. So make sure you go and check this out. All right, one more. Oh, I love this one. This is enamel. I love this. So this does not have glass. It didn't have glass when I bought it, and I didn't think it needed it. This is an enamel, vintage enamel frame. This right here is rice paper. So I decoupaged the rice paper onto the hard canvas and framed it. How cute is this one? This one is tabletop only. You can't hang this one. But there are little, and I should get some from Amazon. They have them where you can add them to the back of things like this if you wanted to hang it. Hello. So I'm going to run that one starting at 11, and that is running. Love. Oh, my stomach's growling. Did you guys hear that? I've had a coffee morning.
Me too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peel and stick hangers. Yes, those are the ones I'm talking about. Thanks for checking that out. I need to grab some of those.
I do
For sure.
Those. Yeah. So this is my last small thing that I can do this way, and then I have to turn it around for my other things because they are too big to put on stage. So let me bring this one. This one here, I rescued. My neighbor had to replace his fence because it blew down.
Oh, wow.
And so I went over, I asked him, I said, and he looked at me like I was crazy in the head. I could get some of his boards that had fallen down. And he's like, sure.
Have at it, lady.
I don't have to take them to the dump. Take as many as you want. So that's what I did is I went over and I took some of his fence boards that had fallen down. So you can see that where the nail hole is in this. This is definitely recycled. There's the two nail holes there that were in his fence. And I brought them home. My son cut them into smaller pieces for me so that I could upcycle them. So this is a redwood fence. I don't know how long he'd had it up, but that's what this is. I stenciled this, and then each of these I bought at, I don't know, a thrift store. I've had them for a while, and I painted them, but these are chalk painted. So with chalk, actual chalk, colored chalk, and then I just sealed them in afterwards. After they were sealed, then I went in and put with colored pencils the veins on all the leaves and things. So all of this shadowing, all of this is all done with chalk. It's got fuzz on it. And then this is all done. All of these lines here are all done with colored pencils. So that is how I upcycled my neighbor's fence. I went over and showed him this, and he said, I never thought that's what you were going to do with that. And he's like, do you want to, I'll call you before I throw anything away. And I said, perfect.
There you go.
Hard telling what I'm going to be getting from him. But this one is starting, and it's starting for $8. It can be hung. It is light enough that it actually will stand on its own. So you
Oh,
don't really have to hang it. Yeah,
cool
it
story
stand on
behind
its own.
that. I love
I
that.
know.
Welcome in, Brandon. How are
Thank you
you?
for looking at that, you guys. Yeah, he thought I had lost my mind when I wanted his old fence that had fallen down.
When I went out to my dad's, so he lives in Monterey, California. A couple weeks ago, I was there for a week, and I asked him to make me a birdhouse. He is an amazing woodworker, and he said okay. And I just showed him some pictures on Pinterest, and he's like, okay, I could do that. And I go, and then I want some plant stands. He has old wood. I literally told him, listen, do not, hey Jay Sweet, do not get rid of any of this old wood. There's an
No.
old barn, you guys, that is falling down. I'm like, oh gosh, like I actually have some things. I don't have it for this show, but that I'll be making out of that old barn.
Mm-hmm.
He made me a huge birdhouse, you guys. The perch was made, I lost my mom a couple years ago, out of my mom's rose bush that had died. So the perch is, and I'm like, really?
Oh,
It's
that's
amazing. Oh,
yeah.
I just love it. I love stories like
I
that.
I remember we had a barn blow down on the ranch, and instead of, because it had been there for probably 80 years, we
Oh, wow.
had so many people that wanted to buy that barn wood, and this was 20 years ago.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
couldn't believe it. It was a huge barn, but it just wasn't efficient to, try to put it back up on the ranch. It just wasn't sturdy. It had been there a long time.
Yeah.
So,
I'll show you some of my dad's. Oh, yes, you should. Send me photos. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I love stuff like that. I was like, heck
hmm
yeah, that sounds, I
yes,
love stuff like that.
yeah.
He makes pins. Like he
I
turns
want those. You were going to send me pictures
of what?
of the pins.
Oh, okay.
You were,
And okay, I will. Look how cute this is. This is 10. Gosh,
oh,
you guys, I can't remember what the 10 was. I don't remember. But anyway, it has the cute little Highland cow. I did do the tag also. Made the tag and then have that on the back that says just loves Highland cows with the sunflowers. You can hang it. And then it's got, so I got this old little hand shovel, painted the handle. I did the transfer on the handle and on, you could also hang that.
cute.
So I'm going to
So
start that
cute.
at 12 and that is running.
None of my
Thanks,
shows
mid-century. I didn't even see you in here. Thank you.
ever look. I mean, mine would be too dirty and too yucky to try to recycle. That
Thank
is
you. Coming
for
to you. I just thought the Highland cows are super popular.
yes,
Oh,
they are.
hello. Thank you. Hey, Teresa. How are you?
We
Good to
appreciate
see you guys.
being here for our inaugural Upcycle Recycle DIY show.
Which is always so nerve-wracking because
Yes.
you know what you love and you I tend to upcycle things that I like, but I don't necessarily put in my decor. So I'm like, okay, like, is anybody gonna even like any of this stuff? I don't know. But anyway, it's fun for sure. This was really fun and therapeutic. I find it
Yes.
um,
It is very.
relaxing, and I do all my upcycles here at my house. I have a little table. If I turn it around right now, my husband, he probably is like, oh my gosh, it looks like Sanford and Sons right here in this little section. But he knows what I do. He knows I love it. He doesn't ever say a word. So
He
anyways,
He knows better. He's been trained well.
Yes, he's been
Yeah.
trained. He's been trained well for
Well,
sure. He's always just like, and when I sell something
oh,
that I've made, I go, remember that what I was working on? I sold it. I'm like so happy. Um, anyways, so we really appreciate you guys enjoying the things that we've enjoyed making.
and
So this is
we can
metal.
rerun things that we ran at the beginning when others were not here if you guys want us to.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So this is metal. I painted this. It has been white waxed. I also dry brushed it with the white to get those to kind of pop.
Oh, yeah.
And then I stamped it. Can you see? It's like an old like letter that somebody wrote, but it's in a stamp. I stamped it. I also
Oh, I
painted
do.
the bottom. Yeah. Do you see it?
Yes.
The writing.
Yes.
And then I added all of the greenery.
Hi, Teresa.
Hello. And the bird's nest with the bird. Where's the bird? The bird's in here. Oh, it's right here. I don't know if you could see the bird? And then added, you know, the ribbon around the side. So I believe my measurements are in there. Oh, did I not move this to stage? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to start that at 18, and that is running. Right? Thanks, Sandy. I know. So fun.
Yes.
Thanks, Mid-Century. I love this. I've been holding on to this stuff, me and Julie both, since we decided to do this about 6 weeks, I
Yeah.
think.
Been about 6 weeks.
Thanks, Mid-Century. Love you. Love that.
That's beautiful. I love that.
I'm so excited about that. I know, I love it. Plus, by selling these items, it allows us to do more.
Yes. It gets it out of our house.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So the next item that I'm going to do is this beautiful, it's a wood bowl from India, and I kept all of the tags off of it. Some little kid or adult had decided to take a felt pen and I'm sure it was a kid. Take a felt and color inside of it. So this has 4 layers because that's how much it took me to cover up it. I sanded it.
Wow.
And it has 4 layers of milk paint on it. This is not for food use. This is for decor only. And then it did its thing with the chippy around it.
I love that.
I know.
That's so my style. If I
See,
could bid, I'd be like.
so I was able to cover it up and get rid of the all the felt pin in there, and it was brand new. It still had the tags and everything on it. So I'm sure the mom or whoever owned this was not happy. And it was probably never going to sell because nobody could vision, recycling it. So it was going to sell. So I rescued it, and then I put the dark wax on it. So this is,
I love that,
decorator only. And it's 9.5 inches. And so I'm going to start it, and it is running now.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so me. See, it's funny because I do a lot of painting of colors and stuff, but I decorate in very muted colors. So I'm like, I have to sell everything.
I appreciate it. Okay.
I love that. That's beautiful. I love that. When I do upcycles, I don't know, Julie, if you do this, but if it's something that I love that would go in my house, I'll like put it online at a ridiculous high price so I never sell it so I can keep it. To kind of like justify,
I try not to do that. My thing is if I keep it, either my daughter or daughter-in-law comes by and they decide that they want it for their which is fine because then it clears it out and I can do something else. So I'm fine with that.
There you go. Okay, this is an old clipboard. Old, really old clipboard. So I painted the clipboard. This right here is, I decoupaged this onto a different piece of wood. And sanded it. I tore the sides. I use a like a water pen to, which I have seen. Next time I probably would do the burning of the edges. I do like that look too. And then this has been gold gilded, and I had a fusion copper that is also, because it was really rusted.
Those rust really, especially the older ones, really rust.
Yeah.
Really.
And then I added my little messy bow with this, my little key charm there. Kept the back regular. So you can hang this by right there. So I'm just going to start that at 10. Oh my gosh, you do that in your booth, Jen. Price it high so nobody will buy it.
Buy it.
See, I'm not the only one that has that strategy. I'm like, oh, sorry, honey. Like, that's staying in here. Thanks for looking at that. Appreciate you guys. Let us know if you have any requests.
Right. And if there's something that we've already run, because we know people have in, let us know and we can rerun it. Oh, there you go.
Sorry. I got a notification of somebody else's show on the top. Do you guys ever do that?
Yes. And sometimes when you click on it, yeah. Oh, it did it again. Uh-oh.
We're good.
There she is. Okay.
It clicked me like, into somebody else's show. So, anyways.
Yeah. If we
okay, this was really fun. The back, there is some stuff called Ram board. Have you ever heard of that? That you can buy for the back to do the backing. I love this stuff. I was watching Ginger Chick Rehab, Yvonne, and she was talking about Ram board. And I'm like, oh, it has like a sticky surface on it. It's really wide. I have some here. I could show it to you. So that you can put a new backing on it. This one does not have glass, but this is a chalk paint that I made myself. Does not, I think I said that it doesn't have glass, but this is a rice paper that I got off of Decoupage Central. This is a IOD stamp. So I stamp that on and finish the back. What I do need to do with this one, because I forgot, I will add its hanger right here. I do keep those on hand and always add them. So yeah, thought that one was really cute and fun. I'm going to start that one at 14. I just thought he was so sweet. And I think bunnies sell like year-round.
Bunnies, yes, they do.
People love bunnies.
Especially make them so that they could also go in a nursery.
Oh, good idea. Thanks for looking at that, you guys. Is it your turn?
Let me find this one in the list. Oh, nope, it's not that one. It's this one. Okay. So for the sewers out there, this is a metal wall pocket. Oh,
thank you. I love those. Those are so cute.
Oh, good job. Oh, yes. I saw those in there. So this was metal. This was painted black. When I got it, I sanded it down and repainted it the teal. This trim here from the 70s. And for those who are seasoned like me, you remember that we would add trim to the bottoms of our jeans. So I remember when I bought this to put on the bottoms of my jeans, and I had a little bit left. So this part is from the 70s. Then I made all of the buttons. I have, these are all vintage buttons that I made all the flowers
That is
with.
so darn cute.
I have a huge tub of buttons. And so I went through and I made the buttons for it. And then I just added a little bit of greenery. You can change these out and put your own color if the color if yellow isn't your thing. Right. And it will hang on the back here. I will put a piece of ribbon here on the back of it so that it will hang. So this one is running, and it's metal. So this is gonna last for a while, but this is just a little upside down thimble.
I love that. Hey, I'm gonna put my coffee in the microwave real quick.
Thank you, Mid-Century Treasure. Thank you.
Adorable. And thank you for the buy it now purchase. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Mid-Century. This is coming to you. Yay. I appreciate it.
That is so cute. Super
so much fun. These
inventive. Buttons. I love that.
Yeah. I had so much fun making the buttons. Okay, thank you so much. That will be coming to you.
Love that. Great pickup. All right. Okay. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Put it in the chat. What color would you guys love to see other than the colors that you've been seeing today as far as decor goes? And I have every appliance in my house sings a song, just so you know.
I turned all of those off.
Including my washer, my dryer.
Oh, yes.
Okay, nice and warm. Let us know what colors. Are there any? What do you guys decorate in? I just always love to know. All right, this old crock. I love this. So I did not glue anything in. I always feel like if pink isn't your color, just like Julie said, you could switch it out to whatever. You could put wooden spoons in here. This is a true vintage crock.
Oh, it is.
But I added the stamp to it because it was plain. This is an IOD stamp. This says a royal lemon curd on it. But look at those flowers. The flowers are really pretty too. I know these are really like nicely made.
Yeah. Those are real what is the new thing? Boho? It's not boho anymore.
Do you want me to go through it? Granny chic, granny core, cottage core, chateau core,
and then chateau
French country.
That's the new
one. Which we've all decided, you guys.
It's all the same thing. It's all the same. They just changed the name.
I'm always trying to, when you sell online too, you have to put those core words in your titles so that they can be noticed. Yep. So I'm always, and I know Julie does too, trying to study up on the new trends. And Etsy is a great place to learn those trends and those core words. And as I'm looking through what each one of those is, I'm like, they're all the same. They all look the same. This is country.
They used to call it farmhouse way back.
Yeah.
And it's just evolved.
And then like the 80s, country decorating, like this is country living. This is the magazine Country Living has all of those in it. They're all the same thing. We're just calling it something different. So I did seal this because and it is a permanent ink, but looks like it was always there, right? So I'm going to run that starting at 14, and that is running. So you can see definitely old. I didn't even touch that. I just thought, and this was my thought too. Ooh, this would match my house.
If it doesn't find a new home, okay. Yes, if it doesn't find a new home and get
Yeah,
adopted.
right. Thanks for looking at that. Was that true?
I have an old pickle crock of my great grandmother's, which the lid was broken years ago. And I keep it by the front door so that when the kids come in, they take their shoes off and they put their shoes, from being outside in that big, because it's a huge, I mean, I can barely, I don't know how they made pickles in those things back in the day because they're so heavy.
Wow.
By the time you put stuff in to make the
Oh,
pickles.
I have a huge crock that was my mom's. You guys can't see it, but it's in this corner. It's the number 2 crock. And then the butter churners, I have 2 of them that were my mom's. Not in her inventory. Those were in her, not her inventory, her collection.
That she used.
That they were in the garage wrapped up. They hadn't been unboxed since 2012.
Welcome in,
Hello.
whoever just joined. We can't see everybody's name when we're doing duo shows. We apologize, but we appreciate you guys.
Welcome in, you guys. We appreciate you joining us.
So the next item I have is my interpretation of the cutting board.
I love that.
That's been at a thrift shop. That's, most likely not going to find a home because, I mean, unless somebody's going to upcycle them like us. But I didn't do the back because I wanted to keep all the cuts and all the marring on that because some grandma or mom used this to make all of their dinners.
Hello.
And that's part of its history. So I left back. I did the milk paint on the front so that it would chip off. And it took several coats. I did sand down, but it does show some of the cuts on the front as well. I don't know if you can see them.
I love that. That's really cute. Did you say that was that stenciled?
So this is stenciled. So it says relax, recharge, and restore. And then I put the little tree of life on the bottom of it because we all need to relax and restore.
I love that.
If life keeps going. I put this on here if you want to hang it. It comes off easily. So I am going to run this one, and it's running now. The measurements are in the description. I can't remember the measurements. This is a large one.
That is really pretty.
But I did want to, I waxed the back of it. I waxed the whole thing, but I did want to keep the cuts on it. We're taking a look.
We were laughing earlier, me and Julie, because we figured out that, green must be the color because it is not, we did not coordinate. We just did our own thing for like 6 weeks of getting our stuff upcycled. Green seems to be one of the colors, although blue is supposed to be like the summer color, like the blue and white. So,
but I don't think I did anything. Well, I do have kind of a teal one coming up, but yeah, I know. I don't know why I picked green. It just kept calling me for some reason. Maybe we're going to start our own trend.
Yes. I was going to look at this one really quick and see if I added the picture of this before. Oh, I didn't. Darn. Okay. That's all right.
We need to make sure we do that next time because it's fun for everybody to see what they look like before we changed it.
Well, let me just tell you, trust me when I say this was ugly.
Yeah. Most of them are.
It was god awful ugly. So hopefully you guys see an improvement. This is adorable. It is bigger. This is wood, old. I painted this. I also did the back. It is wood. It's got the one peg. I also sanded it. I'm trying to think of the color. Oh, this is apothecary. Okay, this is apothecary
So that,
with white wax. I'll show you guys
yeah.
the difference. Apothecary DIY paint with black wax with white are two totally different things. This is glass. I changed the picture. This is actually a rice paper that's in here. This had an old like folk art ugly painting. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm making that work. I did distress it, sand it back with my sander. So let me show you guys really quick the difference in apothecary with black wax. There's the difference. That's apothecary with black wax. This is apothecary with white wax. It does come off looking a little bit bluer, probably in the camera, but I just think apothecary with black wax looks, it's more like primitive, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to run this one at 32. And
yeah, with the white, it looks boho or country with the white. With black, it looks more primitive.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then, you can always use clear wax to, it's almost, you can use it kind of as an eraser. If you get black wax on your item and you forget to put clear first and you're not quite sure, you can use clear to kind of wipe it back as an eraser. But if you're not sure, always use clear first. Use clear and then black, because it's a lot easier to remove.
Yes, it's easy. Yes, it's not easy to take off or to make lighter. Always go light and then to dark. Right. I learned that a couple times.
Me too. That's how I know.
Yeah, it's trial and error. When we are doing these, it's trial and error, and we just, we go back and forth and we try new things, and and I have to admit, some of my projects never make it. Never make it.
I have some of those. I'm like, okay.
I have to add this one because it's so hard to find everything when you are moving everything over on a show. So I apologize, I missed this one, but I will find it, hopefully, because I know I listed it.
Welcome in, you guys. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. We are going to be doing this show every third Tuesday, same time, 9, right? We did have 8, but I think that clashes. So even if we do 9, we kind of started a little bit early. And then we're going to choose an item every time. So the next show, Julie and I decided to do, I'm going to source a creepy doll. I'm going to source a doll. Julie's going to source a doll. We are not going to talk about it. We're not going to show each other, or we're going to see what each of us interprets what we do with it. Like
the Upcycle
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we'll show them live. We're not going to put them in the auction. And then
we can auction, does not make it live, and we'll get to see it until we run it. So that's going to be our for next month. So each month, we'll pick something. I don't know what the next month would be.
Yeah, we'll figure something out that we can both find.
Yeah. Yes. So the next item I did, and I have to, you can see it in the pictures. I have to really stand back. So this is, I know I have one of these in my house because I always have something that I need to tell the kids, and I forget. They'll come over and I'll forget to tell them. So I have one and I have the names over the top of them. One's for my son-in-law, one's for my daughter, one's for my daughter-in-law. And I put the notes on there of the things that I want to remember to tell them. Because they just go there and they look, and I'll put on my son's,
What a great
I need the
idea.
light. I know, I need the light in this room. Because even with a ladder in some of my rooms, I can't change the light bulbs. I'm too short. I can't
I got
reach
that
them.
problem too.
So like, need the light bulbs changed here. So they go and look. So this one I did with birds, and it's going to be hard to show the whole thing. But you can also use it to put cards. These are both vintage, and I'll show you the cards when we're done here. You can put birthday cards when you receive your birthday cards, your Mother's Day cards, your Father's Day cards, and display them this way. Because I know when you set them on a shelf, everything falls over. And, they keep falling over when you display them on a shelf. And when you have family members come over, you always want to remember to have their card out so they can see that have their birthday card on display. So this is kind of a great idea.
I love that. It's kind of like a reminder board, or you could put vintage postcards, vintage recipes.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
You can
love that.
For anything. It does have the 2 sawtooth on the back that will make it level, and then everybody, if you want to name them, you can name them. There's 5 on here. Or you can display the things that you collect. And then it's going to come with 2 vintage postcards. And this one here is it's from my collection. These were my uncle's. And he collected so many of these. I inherited them when my grandmother passed. This was her brother. I have 200 of them. And he passed away when he was 18. He was killed in an automobile accident. So these are all addressed to him. And he passed in 1913. So all of these are before 1913. This one's a 1914.
Those are fantastic.
And it is addressed to him on the back. So it says remembrance and all good wishes.
Those are so cool.
And it has the stamp. So this one was posted. I just can't keep all of them. I just can't. And then this one just says, you can tell a child probably sent this to him as a Valentine because it's
cool.
A child's writing. I don't know who it was because they just signed an F here, but this is a Valentine that my uncle received.
That's so cool. I just want to say, Julie, even if you didn't want to keep those cards on there, get a flower frog and display those.
Yes.
Put them in the flower frog. It'll hold them up like the metal ones. That would be so. Oh, that's so cool.
That's what a lot is. I've put them in. I'm going to go ahead and run this. I've put them in like all the Christmas ones together, all the Easter ones together, and I change them out and display them. But I have so many, I just can't keep them. So they will come with this, and you can start your vintage postcards.
Oh my gosh! If I could bid, I'd be like.
Okay,
that's
thank
so
you
cool,
guys so much.
and I love the story.
I know. My daughter picked which one she wanted. She never met him because I never met him because he passed at such a young age. And but to have something from him is
that's
pretty
so
amazing.
Cool. How many of those did you have?
I have about over 200.
Do you ever sell them? Like add them into your shows?
A few of. Yeah, I've sold a few of them. I'm not. These are. I kind of sentimental.
Of
course.
It's hard to. Yes, I do know.
I keep all the ones that are from family members to him.
Yeah.
but I probably will eventually.
And I kind of, to get over that hump, with my passing,
Mm-hmm.
was that I, I I can't take it all, but I wanted to pass it
Mm-hmm.
on to people that
Yes.
enjoy it. I know that she would want that. Take it out of the
Mm-hmm.
boxes and sell it here to where. Here's
Right.
what I didn't do. I did not sell any of my mom's stuff like on on eBay, because there's a
Right.
disconnect.
Right.
Here
Right.
you're more connected with everybody, and it made me feel good to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like
Yeah.
you, I didn't get rid of anything that was super personal that I had a connection to. I have all those things.
Right. Well, and my daughter will sit through them because I keep them in recipe boxes by the Easter ones, Christmas one, and she'll sit and look through them and read the back of them because it gives her and my son a connection to relatives that they never
Right.
met. A lot of them are relative to relative, so it's just kind of nice to
That's
keep them.
awesome. I know I kept my mom kept a high school scrapbook. It is fantastic. Like, even
Ah,
some things like old boyfriends were in it. And I was
yes.
sending messages to my aunt, my mom's sister, going, "Ooh, who's this guy? Like, what do you know about him? Like, what was going on here?" Because she was very like hush about that. So I was like,
Mhm. Mhm.
she's giving me the scoop.
Then it makes you wonder. Yeah.
Right? Okay, this I love. A different color. How about that? Look,
See?
a blue.
In there.
Oh, this turned out really good. I love the color. Um,
I love.
it does have like the chippy. I did sand it with my sander, and I believe I clear waxed this. So it didn't change the color, because if you white wax it or
Mhm.
dark wax it, black wax it, it's going to change the color. So I didn't want to change it. I knew I wanted to put this in here. This is a rice paper. I just love it with the birds, the hummingbird, and then the back. I did put the ram board on the back and added and I painted the back, the hang.
The
Yep.
hang.
And it does have glass. This one does have glass, and I believe the measurements are in there. This one, I'm going to start at 15, and that is running. Again, had to save the
The frame.
I can't help it.
I think we should do a
Mid-century,
frame show.
thank you. Isn't this beautiful? This would make such a beautiful Mother's Day gift.
Mother's Day's gone,
Oh,
dear.
Mother's Day on,
Mother's
guys. Oh,
Day's coming up.
goodness. Okay, Christmas. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Coming to you.
It is beautiful. I love the blue color
Oh,
frame.
I know. And if you guys have never been on Decoupage Central, have you been there? I
Yes.
have. I have a shipment coming to me.
I hold stuff in the cart. I always
Oh,
do.
me too. It's okay. I have an app called Shop. Do you have that?
Yeah.
If,
No, I don't. I don't
if
have
you
that.
don't, it's amazing because it keeps all of yours together. Like uh, Decoupage
Excuse me.
Central, Jamie Ray Vintage, Unicorn Dust Designs.
Oh,
It keeps mine all separate in there. So I only have to go to one place to either purchase or to see my receipts. It's kind of nice.
I'll have to check that out.
Okay. Do I have one? I have another one, right? Okay.
Yes.
This one, let's see, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Again, had to save the frame. I did do the gold rub and buff on this one and sealed it to kind of tone down the gold because it was like really, really. And I
Yeah.
believe this is in between. Is it metal or resin? It's like one of those in between. I don't know how to explain it. So it's not really real wood. It might in some places, like the top parts right here are. And then it does have glass. And this is rice. That's a rice paper that I added to it. This one you can hang or tabletop. And I believe the measurements are in there. I think this is an 8 by 10 actually. And I'm going to start that at 10. Just because I didn't have to do as much to it. But again, had to save the frame.
I see a frame show coming
yes,
up.
Save the frame show. Let's do it. You know we could headline that.
I just realized I've got.
Go ahead, Julie. I didn't hear what you said.
I can't find one of the things I have listed. I'm gonna have to go look for it.
That's okay. I'll run extra because I know I have more in there.
Oh well, we'll get down to the last and I'll look for it. So
oh my!
Recently had knee surgery, so I needed something to occupy myself because sitting still is not my thing.
Me neither.
So I had found this. I picked it up at a thrift store somewhere, and I decided I was going to do something with it. So it was just plain wood. It had nothing on it. So I used all of my chalk and all of my colored pencils and painted this while I was recovering from my knee surgery.
Wait, did you draw that?
So this is all raised.
Oh, okay.
So
I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
all raised.
That's so cute.
These are hearts that I painted the heart. So and added these. So these are all raised.
Oh, that's adorable.
And so it was all done with chalk and it was all done with colored pencils.
Wow.
And then I sealed it. Yeah. Colored pencil and chalk. Because I couldn't get up. You're hooked to for anybody who's had knee replacement or hip replacement, you're hooked to an ice machine for several days.
Oh, gosh.
And I figured since taking really good drugs for those days, what better than mushrooms for those who have.
That is so cute.
So I'm surprised it came out. The lines are straight and everything. This is what I did. It's lightweight. It is thin. It does have a hanger. And then I just covered the back using scrap paper to kind of match the front.
You can't really even tell. That's amazing.
Yeah. Covered the back with scrap paper. Huh. It wouldn't be just the plain wood on the back. So this one is running. It is sealed. I wouldn't hang it, in the elements, but it is sealed so that you can dust it but I had a lot of fun with it.
That is so cute. Again, that would be really cute in a girl's room or even teenage room.
Yeah. Or kitchen, because everybody's into their mushrooms, Okay, thank you for looking at that, you guys. We appreciate it.
I know, I love that. Julie, pretty soon, we're going to have to start working on Upcycled Halloween.
I know. I already have some done.
You do?
But I didn't too soon. Well, I already brought 2. But it's a little,
Hey, meow, run again.
The mushrooms run again. I'm sorry, I run the mushrooms again. Is that, I think, okay. All right,
That's so amazing. You guys, I can't even.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
I can paint like no other, but have me paint freehand, no. That is nothing you want to buy.
This is all done with the chalks. I'll chalks and show you. Thank you, Meow, so much.
Congrats.
Yeah, this is with chalk. So you start with your light color and then you put your darker color and then you put the brown.
I need a lesson. Maybe we could FaceTime. I need to figure. Yeah, I'm not.
It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to teach my boys all love doing arts and crafts.
Aw.
And so,
Oh, it's
yeah.
awesome.
So
I love it. Congratulations. By the way, you
thank
guys,
you.
we said this
Thank you.
before. Unless we're like directly looking at it, like I can't see who just joined the live. So make sure you come in the chat and say hello, because her picture covers it for me. And then when I'm on, it
Yeah.
covers it for her. So sometimes it'll come right
Yeah.
below and I'll catch it. Otherwise, it rolls up. They need to change that.
It's really fast. It disappears really
Yeah.
fast. So we can't. When we're doing a duo show, it's not as easy to see who comes in. But thank you, Meow, so much. It will be coming to you. And I forgot to sign it on the back, and I will sign it.
Okay. This next one. Now, I don't think I have the pictures in here. You know what?
Oh, I saw that one
Let
in
me
there.
look if I had the old picture. I don't.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't. Gosh darn it. I didn't add it, you guys. But trust me, it was ugly. Hopefully you think it's cute now, because this was, I believe, a Hobby Lobby. And it was all bright colors. I painted that, even the metal. So this has some metal. These are all attached. This is all one piece. This right here, I did this in clay. This is clay, and painted it. There is no glass on this middle one, because I couldn't fit glass if I was doing.
Well, and I don't think you're supposed to put glass over the clay,
No,
are you?
so that's what I mean is
Yeah.
it would have stuck out too far, so I decided to not worry about glass. But the other two do have it, and this is a scrapbook paper that I cut out and put in there. It's been sealed. The back, so this did not have a backing. So I used RAM board to do the backing on there. It didn't even have one, and I thought I could rescue that for sure. I believe the measurements are in there, and that is running starting at 15. But I think they were like, this one was bright orange, this was bright yellow, and then bright blue, some weird combination.
You wonder how they choose the colors.
Maybe some people do like that. But again,
yeah,
I'm going off of like what I like. So, I'm like, oh, no. All right.
Oh,
Was that
no,
it for me?
I mean, when the store, you kind of wonder how they select the colors, because sometimes they don't go together, or it's hard to find other things that have those 3 colors in, or those 4 colors
Right.
in. Yeah, unless you make them yourself.
True. I think it's your turn. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I did not do this pour frame. This is from the 1940s. It is one of those swing frames. It was in really, really sad shape, but the swing frames are very hard to find. And I knew that it would probably end up being trashed. So I brought it home, and it was a dark black, but most of the paint had been scuffed and ruined. So I turned it into, I re-glued everything because it needed to be re-glued. And then I painted it a dark gray, and I did the rub in the gold. Now there is one place on here that I was not, right here, I wasn't able to fix that. But I'm not from the 1940s. I'm from, about 20 years later than that, earlier than that. And I have some dings and some crazing. I did not. This blue tape is on here so that you can put your own photo in, and then I will send the Brads so that you can, keep it in. That's why I just put the blue tape to hold the backing on it. Had to make a new backing because the old backing was really disgusting. It was super, super dirty, but it still has the original felt on the bottom. I left the original felt because I didn't want to, I wanted as much of the old that I could keep.
Mm-hmm.
This is the glass that came with it.
That's so pretty.
And it does have one spot there where the wood had been chipped off. I couldn't really repair that. I did the best I could to repair that, but it still will hold, has the original nails. I took all the original nails out, and then after I glued it, put them back in. So everything is original on this except the backing. I made a
You
new
did a good
backing
job
for it.
saving it.
I saved it, but it is one of the swung frames. It is a 1940s.
Love.
So let me find it in here. Yeah, it took a lot to bring this one back. But the swung frames like this from the 40s, 30s, and 40s are very hard to find. So I am going to run that. It's running for 20.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I know it is. I have a couple of swung frames on my bookcase, and I just love them.
I sold some of my mom's collection that had,
Mhm.
she had a bunch of those. Yeah.
This one, yeah, they're okay. Thank you so much for looking at those, you guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks
it.
for hanging out with us, you guys. We appreciate you. These are fun. It's like just hanging out with your
Yeah,
friends, right?
yeah, it is. And sharing, if people like to do art, they can pick up
Yeah.
little tidbits.
I love this. So this is metal. So I rusty crustied it myself using a coffee, cinnamon, is it nutmeg, like an espresso mixture to make it look old. I did paint the bottom too, as well as the inside. The eucalyptus is just sitting in here, but you do get it. Get the eucalyptus, all of these. They're just sitting sideways. I don't glue them in so that you could even use it for your own project. Keep it like this. Add yours. Yeah, right? I love this. I love doing the this rust mixture. I also did it on those bird I'll have to show you guys those the bird planters. So that is running at 14 and I did seal it. Makes it look old. You guys can also, if you're going to, thank you. Thanks, meow. If you're going to keep anything outside, I don't have that on here, but it can always be sprayed with an engine enamel or what's the name of that stuff? Ginger Chick Rehab uses it all the time. I forget what it's called.
I have it's an outdoor spray that I put on mine.
Exactly.
In fact, I have something coming up that I used it on.
Which will protect it from the wet.
Yeah. Yeah. We could
All right.
next time we could bring a list of the things that we use.
Oh, for sure.
That might help if somebody wants to seal. Yeah, we can bring a list of things.
Was that 2? Did I do 2? I don't remember.
Go ahead and do another one. It's okay. I only have
So you got plenty.
Three things
I got
left,
a little
so
carried away. What can I say? I
It's
have
okay.
such a huge, I say stack, maybe hoard of things to upcycle. And I think I've said this before. My English bulldog Malibu is getting older, and she was like getting up in the middle of the night, so it'd wake me up, and then I'm just up. So then I'm like, well, I might as well be painting something, right? So
yes,
this is a metal bread box that I painted. It was cream and black. I left the inside the same, but it had like pieces of bread, pictures of bread all over it. This is a painted with apothecary. This is, and then if because of DIY paints don't have a sealer, you can wipe it back with a wet wipe, and that's what I did because it's metal, to distress it back. And I stenciled the top, and this has been sealed with white wax. So again, a different look depending on what wax that you use. So this one, I'm going to start at 20. It's a good size too. My this sat, you guys, in my shop for at least a year before I'm like, okay, I need to do something with this. Plus it's big. It's like in the way.
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
To look. Was that originally a toolbox?
No, this is a bread box.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a
and it's
bread box.
metal bread box. So anyway, you could use it to put, your bread in or whatever, or just as decor, right?
Yeah.
If it was sprayed with engine enamel, it could also go outside. Thanks for looking at that. Appreciate that. All right.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So let me find this one. I just, speaking of all the frames we collect, I just this. I do have a picture of what this looked like in the listing. Somebody tried to do chippy paint on it. And if you see the picture in the listing, you can understand why they donated it. It didn't, they tried, and it is hard unless you are used to using milk paint. For the first few times, you just kind of struggle with it until you learn more about it. So this was a green, and I did sand it down, and I left the original green on it so that it would come out. So it was originally this Kelly green. So I sanded it down, and I decided that I would use white on it. It is a milk paint. It is cotton. Is it cotton linen? Cotton.
It's a.
It is.
Is it a not fusion? Is it a DIY? Okay.
It's a fusion. It's a fusion, and I think it's cotton. Oh shoot! I should have put it in. I should have written it down. Anyway, it is a white, and then I used the dark wax on it. These came off of some really unusual candlesticks that I'm redoing. So I recycled these from candlesticks, and then I had a bunch of these little brass that I was going to do some punk upcycle.
Yeah.
Steampunk upcycle. So I added those in. This is from the candlesticks that I am recycling. That will probably be in the next show.
That's like a double recycle.
You add your own frame or your own picture to it. It holds a 4x6. It has about 4 in order to cover up the green that was on there. There's 4 or 5, I can't remember, 4 or 5 layers of the white because the green was very hard to cover up. Wow. So this one is running for $12 and it's running now. So you can add your own photo, your own artwork in it, and add it to your bookshelf with all of your family pictures, or just find a picture somewhere of somebody that you don't know and add it in there and see how long it takes your family to notice that new picture is in there.
I love to do that. That's so fun.
I did that once. I did that once. Okay, my dear, it is
I
your
love
turn.
that. All right, let's do this. Let's do a shelf. All right, this is done in JRV, meaning Janie Ray Vintage milk paint, the color Kent. And so this is a milk paint. So I did paint it, sand it back. This crackle right here, this is a stamp. So I stamped on this that looks like crackling. This right here is an IOD transfer that I also sanded, had it go over the top and under. So I did do that. Stamping is all over it. So you can see, and then it's chippiness right here. So again, a milk paint, unpredictable. Normally, if it's a raw wood, it is not going to chip as much unless you add in, you can paint it with shellac, the spray, and that will help it give it some of that crackle. And you can see some of that wording right there. That is a transfer off of this transfer. I just cut it out to put it over because I didn't like its placement. So I'm going to run that starting at 16. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate you. Sandy, you have several of my upcycles, and it does hang. So this was just a plain, like, pine, I believe. Love that.
I love
you, Sandy.
color.
Appreciate. I know this is Kent. Remember that. This is a milk paint that you mix with water. Thank you.
I don't think I have that color.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I just got an order in.
Did you?
So I haven't had it.
Oh, they're so fun. You can buy the milk paints in the sample size. So
yes, that's
to see if you like them, and I think it's like $7 for sample size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it my turn? I think it's still your turn.
Okay. I'll go one more here.
Yeah.
Okay. This frame again, beautiful. Don't forget, you guys, we do bundled shipping. And we're gonna hold the shipping open. I know Julie has another show. Right.
I have two.
You have two. Okay, so you could really take advantage of the bundled shipping. And then I have one on Friday, so I'll keep it open till Friday, in case you find anything you like during that show. Again, look at this old. This is an old frame. So I did add the artwork on the inside. I believe this is a rice paper. Yes, I can see it, the rice paper. But isn't that pretty? Look at the top. I didn't have to do anything with the frame, but look at the back. It does have like a little bit of damage right there and there. Oh, okay, Sandy. I think I have to wait till after the show. Oh,
yeah, you do.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. So this one I'm going to start at 12, and that is a running. And there is the back. That's totally okay. That happens. Okay. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. So the app has been having some issues. I had a sale over the weekend. There have been some issues with the app. So a lot of strange things have been happening. People have been bidding against themselves.
I did hear that.
Yeah, so we are, they're trying to change it, sometimes just by accident. I know it's a slide to bid, but if you drop your phone or something, you just never know what'll happen. So I'm going to turn this around so I can show this one. So I found another thimble, the metal wall pocket, completely different thrift shop than I found the first one in. And I brought this one. This is a green. The other one was teal. And it has handmade the button flowers in it.
Those are so cute.
On the top. I had fun making these. I think I'm going to, when I have time, just sit and make a bunch of them so that people can use it. So people can use it in their own, I'll just sell the button by themselves and they can poke them in their own. It does have the floral foam inside, so you can change.
Oh, it's freezing a little
On both sides and has its little
there.
hair. And this is metal.
That's really cute.
So for the sewers in your family, or if you have a sewing room, and you can take these out and actually hang it and put your scissors and stuff in it. If you don't want this in here, you can take everything out and put your scissors and stuff in it in your sewing room and hang it on the wall. So I'm going to bring this one up. I was surprised to find two of them kind of at the same time. Let me see if I can find this on here. For some reason, our order has changed halfway through the show. I don't know what. But it should be running now.
Yep, it's running. That is super cute.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, no worries, Sandy.
Things happen with these phones.
I will message them because they have to do it. District has to do it on their end. So I'll message them when our show is over and we'll fix it.
Thank you so much. That is coming to you.
So cute, Mid-Century. That's a great one. Did you get the other one too, Mid-Century?
I think she did. Do you belong to a sewing group, or are you using these as gifts? Or are you hanging them in your craft room or sewing room?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think yes. You are a sewer, a quilter?
Make sure you're following us. Julie does her fabric shows too.
That are sewers. Yeah, I have a fabric show tomorrow night. Yes. Okay, I have one more item left. I don't know how many.
I think I only have 4. Yeah, something like that. So this one, really old frame. This has, look at the way that slides out like that. So this is a standalone. This would not hang. I did not paint the frame. I thought the frame was really good. So I did add the art to it. Since I didn't have to do a lot, I was going to start it at 11. But isn't that a beautiful frame? So I'm going to start that at $11. And that is,
I think it's it kind of looks like the frames from the that were wood and they rounded everything.
What year when do you think that was from? What decade?
I don't know. Probably mid 80s.
Oh, really? So pretty. Okay, thanks for looking at that.
Yep. Yeah, that was kind of the thing in the 80s. Everything was rounded, and everything's coming back to that. We went to sharp edges, and now everything's coming back to the rounded edges.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I do have 3. I have 3 left. Okay, this was so fun. God love my husband. He saved me a jar this is glass. And he goes, I thought you would like this jar because it was really big. So I do save jars to upcycle. And then I also use some to put my paintbrushes in. So he saved me this jar. So it was just glass. I made it look like it's a crock, but it's not. It's actually glass painted the bottom too. So I did it with a salt wash and then stippled it has 3 layers on here. So I stippled the last one to give it that texture. This is a stamp. This is a crockery stamp by IOD. And then I used dark and decrepit dust to give it that old look there, even down the seam. Tell me more about the back of frame. stand either way, hang. Oh, the other one, it does not have a hanger on it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to try and put a hanger on it. I didn't want to split the wood on that one.
Because it's solid.
So, and then these are just stuck in here. You can change them out. They're just lavender that I got off of Amazon, and then put the jute there.
Oh, I think she might be asking if it will go on the tabletop, either portrait or landscape.
Yes, it would go either way. You would just have to change out the decor that's in it. Yeah, it could go either. So that's running. Oh, it already ran. Must have already ran. Okay. Yeah, so it can go this way. So it'll stand that way too, or the other way. But obviously you'd want to change that out because it's going the other direction. Do you want to go?
Do my last one, and then you can end the show, because I have to go out before we end the show in order for So this is my last item, and the original. Let me bring it. Oh, can you run? She wants you to run your frame again.
I'll do that really quick.
Okay.
Let me find it here. Here we go. Restart. And
if there's anything else, because we know that there's people that were not here when we started.
Okay.
If there's anything else for us to run again, let us know.
That one's running. Yeah, for sure. Just let us know if there was anything you wanted us to rerun.
We're happy.
Thanks, Meow.
That's a beautiful
frame.
It is
gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Because I have a couple of those like that. Okay, let me bring this up here. In fact,
Thank you.
The original picture of what this looked like, it was not painted or anything, is in the listing. So I used a DIY paint on this, and I mixed two colors together. I mixed white and a little bit of gray, so it wasn't stark white, because if you're going to use it for drinks, it'll get a little dirty if it's stark white. So it's a little off-white, and then I used chalk and my finger and made the words "cold drinks" stand out with chalk. And then I went back over it with a colored pencil and just made the lines in the letters. I didn't paint the bottom, because if you're going to take it outside, you know how the bottoms always get scratched and dirty. I left the metal on the bottom, and I will send these that you can attach if you want to, so it doesn't sit right on your table. But I figured leaving the bottom this color would be much better than painting it the white, because it'll just get dirty and scratched. And then you can put these on so it doesn't scratch your table. It has 4 layers of the paint, and then I sealed it with an outdoor matte finish so that you can take it outdoors and it'll be durable, so that you can use it for a tray.
That's cute.
And then it originally had rope handles that were coming apart. So since 4th of July is coming up, I just put the bows on either side. You don't have to leave those on. You can take them off and change them. And this is 12.5 inches in diameter. So it is well sealed since I used the outdoor. And I am going to run this for 14. It's made in India. It still has the original stamp on the back, because I didn't want to paint the bottom, because it will get dirty using it on the bottom.
Y'all know I love drinks.
I know. Yes, this is in honor of you. Look at that. didn't even make that connection. Okay, thank you, everyone. If there's something that I ran and you weren't here, if you would like me to run it again, let me know. I'm happy to do that.
Okay, I have 2 more items. Okay, these, I don't know if I have the original picture in there, but they were very dated. These are planters that I painted with
Oh,
apothecary.
like that.
And then I used my rusted mixture of it's an espresso, coffee grounds. I've got cinnamon in
It's
there.
paper.
These
It's,
they do have the little plug
yeah.
in there, which makes it nice.
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
wanted
good.
to put real plants in here. And I also used some of the antique gold rub and buff on these. And these have been sealed. And I did add the little greenery. These, I don't glue in my greenery because if you want to change
I
it,
don't.
you can. So that is
Yeah.
not, so they're a matching pair, but this one's a little different. See how his wings go up in the back? These were originally from Neiman Marcus. And it also has the little plug on the bottom. So as you can see how his wings,
Those are
her wings
great.
don't go up in the back. They
Yeah.
do. But these were really fun. These were really fun to do. So I'm going to
I love.
run those. You get the pair starting at 14. Thanks, mid-century. Mid-century, you are going to have a great box.
I'm gonna have a box,
Great 2
a big
boxes.
box.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congrats. I love.
Good job.
All right. So my last item, this
Of course,
particular
somebody
one.
tries to call.
What's that?
Somebody always tries to call during the middle of a show.
Oh, I know. I've had 2 phone calls since we started. One's my daughter's. Without a doubt, always calls when I'm live.
Oh, I think I've shared with you before. We keep a Google Doc, and when I have shows, so they can all
Oh,
see it, they know when I have a show. I keep a running Google Doc
yeah,
so they
mine's
can
never
see
going to
when I'm
look.
on.
Let's be honest. She ain't gonna look. And she's the only one that will. So funny.
Oh, well, where mine travels so much for work, it makes it easier for
Got
us.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a vintage metal. I might not be sterling, but it's silver tray. I know some people go, oh, what are you?
Silver plated.
But
They just sit
I
on the shelf.
know
They don't, nobody buys them.
exactly.
Yep.
So I just
I
did this
bought
one
one that's,
this weekend.
yeah,
So
I have one that I'm redoing right now too.
yeah, so this is
They,
rice
they just
paper.
sit.
So this has been
Yeah.
decoupaged on there. These were just little flower. I made all of these out of a mold. And then there's one on this side. I did do the rub and buff around the edges. This has feet. So I didn't bother the back. Um, it had its little feet so it can sit up. You could set it this way too if you wanted to. I am going to buy some of those little things you can put on here for my show.
So it doesn't
Yeah,
scratch.
I know. Aren't they
Yes.
great?
Yeah.
Dandelion.
I'll send you the box I got. I several different colors. I got it on
Yeah,
Amazon, or
I
sizes. I
need
got it
that because
on Amazon.
you could easily hang this if you wanted to.
Yeah.
The bees first flowers. So I'm going to run this starting at 14, and that is running. And I believe I sealed this one. Okay, so I sealed this one with a black wax. Um, and then I also sprayed it with a matte sealer just in case. So
Right.
thanks for checking that out. So let us know. We both have ran through all of our items. Was there anything that you guys wanted us to rerun? Just let us know. Don't forget this show we are going to do once a month. bring new stuff to the shows. And then we're going to have that like kind of like an upcycled challenge, but there's no really challenge. We just want to see what each of us would take something and make it into. What do we turn it into? So tune in for that once a month. It's going to be, thank you so much. Every third Tuesday, we are going to do that. So it gives us a little bit of time, you know, to create more stuff. So, and by you guys supporting us, it helps us people to buy more.
And it does take time to create all of these because we both do other shows too. So, you know, we've got to source for those and do our upcycling. So we thought we'd start out with once a month and see how that went.
For sure. And this is fun for us because we get to, you know, showcase what we saved out of the landfill and also get some of your opinions. You guys let us know, like, what colors do you want to see? I know I gravitate toward green, so does Julie. So,
yeah, I'm going to not do that this next time. I didn't even realize I was doing it until I started listing everything. I had no idea that everything was green.
It's so funny, right? Yeah. I know. I need to do like even black and I had nothing in black, which is hilarious because I decorate a lot in black and white and like neutrals. So I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, but
I don't.
Anyways, thanks you guys so much for your support. And
thank you guys.
Even just sticking around, even if you didn't buy anything, we appreciate it. And you're active in the chat. That helps too. We so appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're active in the chat, it helps the algorithm. So our show gets more. So if somebody comes into Knickknacks and is looking at what shows are going, when you interact in the chat, it helps our show go up to the top so others can see it and join us.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
So let us know if there wasn't anything else you guys wanted us to run. Don't forget, we're going to hold these items. Julie has 2 shows this week and I have 1 on Thursday. So if we keep it open and don't ship them, that means if you already purchased something from us, you can take advantage of bundled shipping. So well, that kind of helps. So make sure you come into those shows, see if there was anything else you wanted to add to your box. I have not loaded my show yet from Thursday, but I'm sure I'll have a sleepless night in there somewhere where I can. So
I have to load my show right now for tomorrow.
There you go.
That's my.
All right. So we
so I know. Yeah, and I have to leave in order for Susie to be able to raid into someone else. I will ship everybody's on Friday because I have 2 shows tomorrow, and then I will ship on Friday. So I will leave everybody's boxes open until Friday.
There you go.
Thank you guys. This has been fun.
Thanks, Julie.
We love to do all of this. So it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys this morning. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, Susie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Stop. Exit.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, you guys, so much. Again, we really appreciate it. Let's see who's on that we could raid. Who is on? Who do we want to raid? Gigi's Vault Variety, Ladybug Cottage. Let's see. Oh, Staley Vintage on. Amy. Let's go see her. She is one of my friends. We're going to go see Staley Vintage. Make sure when you guys get there in the chat, throw up a drink emoji, because that's what I do because I'm Drnksuzy, right? Okay, bye, you guys.